I'm going to show you how to use this cost per result feature on Facebook ads, and nearly everyone is using it incorrectly. Now, I've done research, and all the so-called gurus who, by the way, don't actually run Facebook ads, they just talk about it, they're teaching this completely wrong. I'm going to explain when you should use this feature and how you can use it so that Meta uses your budget appropriately and makes you as many sales as possible. Big mistake that people make when they set this too low. They think that if they set a cost per result goal of £1, then Meta will deliver lots of leads or lots of sales for just £1. But what they find out is Meta doesn't even spend your budget at all. Now that's because Meta simply recognizes that it can't meet your goal, so it doesn't even spend your budget. Okay, now Meta's own advice says to look at your previous campaigns, look at your cost per result as an average, and use that as the cost per result goal. This can, however, be a really powerful feature, and this, what I'm going to describe, is the best way to use it. The first thing you need to do is figure out what the maximum amount that you would spend to achieve the sale or lead or goal that you have set. Now, for example, a telescope supplier that we work with has an average £50 profit per sale, and they're happy to spend about £15 of that in marketing costs, as it leaves enough profit per sale, given the lifetime customer value, to grow their business. A franchise business that we work with knows that for every 100 leads, they'll sign up a new franchise, and they're happy to pay about £1,000 for a new franchisee. Therefore, we've set the cost per result goal of £10. So that's how you find your cost per result goal, what you want to set it as. But why should you use it when Meta's just going to get you as many leads as it can within your budget anyway? Now, the simple answer is market demand fluctuations. What I mean by that is, in any given market, demand will fluctuate. So if you just look at Google Trends for keywords surrounding what you sell, now this graph is for garden furniture, and I can guarantee I'll have a cheaper cost per acquisition in May than I will in October, because there's just more people looking for garden furniture in May compared to October. Now, the best way to use the cost per result goal is to set the maximum cost per result that you would be happy with, for example, £15. Then set the maximum amount of money that you would want to spend per day. Let's say that's £150 per day. This way, if Meta ads can make you 15 sales a day with a maximum £150, then it will, and it will spend all of your budget. However, if market demand is low for whatever reason, and it's having to work really hard to find any sales at all, it's not just going to blow all of your daily budget. It might just achieve 2 sales, and it might stop after spending around £30. It's not always that precise, but that's the gist of it. So a really good example of this is a client of ours in the e-commerce space. They're selling right across the UK, and they're happy to spend a maximum of £15,000 every single month on Meta ads in order to deliver sales, because if they push their budget even more than that, they're not going to be able to cope with the demand, because their back office function needs to send out the parcels and all the rest of it. So they've got a maximum budget of £15,000 every month, and that's what we put in as the budget on the Facebook ads system. Then they tell us that they're happy to pay a maximum of £40 per sale, so we set that as the cost per result goal. This way, we can fire their ads off, resting assured that if there's enough market demand out there, Meta is going to make as many sales as it can around that £40 mark as possible. But it will stop either when it hits the £15,000 mark or when it's hitting that £40 cost per result goal. So other clients, they just want to spend the budget. So we've got a client that sells telescopes, they have a £6,000 a month budget, and they just want to spend the money because they have a £15 cost per result goal, and anything south of that is really positive for them. And all they do is, when that cost per result comes down to about £10, they know there's more market demand and they can push on with their budget, but they like having that control over it. They like then thinking, okay, cost per result's gone down to 7, so let's go from £6,000 to £8,000 for the next month. And then reviewing again, saying, right, cost per result's now sneaking up to £16, £17, let's reduce the budget a little bit. All a cost per result goal is going to do is automate that process for you. So it's a really powerful tool, but if you set it too low and it's not realistic, you're just not going to spend your budget, and then you're going to be frustrated. You're going to be going to Facebook support asking why it's not spending your money. So I really hope that helps. Like I said, most YouTubers are teaching that absolutely wrong, thinking that if they set Facebook an ambitious goal, it's just going to go out and meet it. Facebook is just going to get you as many sales as it can, or leads, whatever you're optimizing for, whatever that result is. It's just going to get you as many as it can within the budget. But with a cost per result goal, it will fluctuate depending on how many buyers are in any given market. So I hope that helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.